Example of how archives supplement museum artifacts. So this thing we're looking at here is an autograph machine, and contained in this part of the machine are pins, and the pins are lined up to spell out the word Dale. And there would have been a whole room of these machines, and what people did was put the leaf of the rose through here, and they stamped down on this with their foot, and it perforated the leaf. One leaf in every dozen roses said Dale, and that was a hallmark, and it was a mark of quality. If you received Dale stamped roses, you had received the very best that there was to have in all of Canada, indeed probably North America. So the machine on its own, without the corresponding archival records, it's kind of hard to see how that worked or what it was all about. But here we have a item from a catalog showing the perforation. We have a brochure talking about the millions of flowers grown at the Dale estate, some advertising material at the back talking about the founders, and just a waybill, I guess this is, for a dozen roses. Is it a dozen? Whatever. Roses ordered for someone and shipped out on the train, and so some sweetheart received these lovely bouquet of roses from Brampton. So some more archival records here that tell the story of the Dale estate, the Commonwealth's largest commercial greenhouse operation, with approximately 40 acres of land under glass growing cut flowers. This industry no longer exists anywhere in Brampton, but what has survived are the archival records that tell the story. This is a particularly interesting piece. It's called a fire insurance plan, and most communities that had industry will have fire insurance plans. They were drawn up so that when you went to get your fire insurance or pay for your insurance, they could assess your risk. Did you live in a wooden house? Did you live beside something that was highly at risk for fire or not? And that's what these plans were drawn for. But so that although that reason doesn't exist anymore, we don't need these plans to determine our insurance. They are fabulously detailed and tell us about the history of our communities. In this case, everything that's yellow is a greenhouse. So you can see with the street overlays, and you could take this and compare it to a modern map and see exactly where that industry was. You can see where it even tells you where they grew things. The bulb shed, for example, the coal bunkers are here where the big smokestacks were. And then you can correlate what you see on a map with an image like this, panoramic postcard. And you can really start to pin down the history of the community. And then we can use photographs of people. In this case, this is an employee shot. And we know that this was taken at this perspective here on the fire insurance plan. That's the coal bunker in behind them. And what I love about this particular image is way over here in the background is the Brampton Pioneer Cemetery. And it's still there. And it's actually these two little houses here, and the cemetery is in behind here. And so you can still walk up this Highway 10, very busy street, but the Pioneer Cemetery is there. And you can sort of envision all these people working there and living and walking to work, most of them, and the lives that they lived while they were working at the Dale estate. I think that's part of the great appeal of archives.